returned home the day after. On Thursday, we arrived on Wednesday's night, evening. On Thursday, I was I felt different. I didn't sleep all night.
I didn't sleep.
I didn't sleep all night because my son got coughed all night. Really a bad cough. I was very, very preoccupied.
Worried.
I was very worried. But he told me that we in this case we were going to leave the apartment and go home. So then I was getting more calm. I started to be more being more calm. And when I arrived home and in our house, I thought that this was a lesson that I could, if I should, how to say it? If I saw it with different eyes, it was like putting me in how to say it, alla prova.
To the proof.
Yes.
Or to the or better, to the test.
Yes, it should be a lesson of surviving. And
I love it. I love it. Yes.
But because at home, when we turn home, I felt how to say felice, happy. Everything for me was perfect at my home.
Interesting.
I appreciate everything, my routine, my everything.
Wow.
And I thought, if I stayed there more days, returning home should be even more beautiful.
In this case, do you want to test your emotional intelligence? The guy, the owner of the house, gave you another 2 free days.
Yes. We should
go.
Yes. You're right.
Go.
You're right.
Now, so your husband booked a house without a window. Your son was sick. Yes. You got completely irritated when you got there. You started screaming like crazy, judging your husband and pointing the finger because your son saw everything.
Yes, he was very nervous. Very, very nervous.
Your son?
Yes.
Why?
I think because we were nervous.
You were. Your husband was okay.
Was okay, yes. I was nervous, yes.
Okay. In my book, if you read my book.
I am reading it, yes.
Okay. There is a part, I don't know if you reached that part, but there is a part that I was always sick. I had problems with bronchitis all my childhood. Why? Mom and dad divorced. My mom was crazy. Because your father, because this, and very demanding on me. And because I needed, not me, but my brain for survival needed attention and love, I was always sick. And then what happens to the brain? When you are sick one time and you have all the love of the world, your brain gets a message. Okay, if I am sick more times, I have more love. And then there is a repetition.
Yes,
which is
of the situation.
Which is completely unconscious.
Yes,
okay?
yes, yes.
And there is a repetition. So it's good to be sick.
Yes.
Because when I am sick, I have the attention of mom, dad, blah, blah, blah. My mother took me, I have shivers, like goosebumps in this moment. Because my mother took me to the best specialist, tried to change the house, the carpet of the house, put air conditioner. Nobody could solve the problem. No, the best doctors didn't resolve my bronchitis problem. Why? Because it was not on my body. It was on my brain. It was on my mind, because I needed to feel loved. Because in theory, when I was a child, I understood as abandonment.
Yes, yes.
So I have a trauma of abandonment. Okay. And then I was always sick, always, always. It was a long time. I don't remember how I recovered, but after I grew up, also that continued for a long time. And then I studied so much because I want to understand where all those traumas came from, that I became the woman that I am today.
Yes, you're right.
So the fact that your son is watching you, of course he was irritated, because he was a copy of what you were doing. Now, which is the great lesson. Now, take note of one thing: learning opportunity. Everything in life is a learning opportunity. And then it's about asking the question, what can I learn with this situation? Or what, in that moment, remember, imagine that you go back to the house, okay? What does this situation wants to teach me? Take notes. What does this situation want to teach me? What do I have to learn from this situation? And what can I do to prevent the next time a similar situation?
First of all, I should control my emotions. I mean that not take everything as bad as it seems.
It seems that you felt that as a threat, una amenaza.
Yes, yes.
Okay, now you have to ask yourself, remember, the problem is never the real problem. Okay, so why did you feel that as a threat? Maybe because your husband was trying to to show that he is in control. Maybe because you didn't choose the house because he has you let him look at this. Look at this. This is crazy. You let him choose the house because it was cheaper, and because you are not financially independent
to decide. Yes. And another thing, I didn't want really to go out. I didn't want that.
And why did you go?
I wanted to stay at home to do the things with calm. And
in this case, in English, you don't say to do things with calm. You say, I wanted to take my time.
Take my time, yes.
To do the things.
To take my time, yes. I was tired in brain, I felt tired emotionally. We started we were getting used our son to sleep by himself. So this was already a change in our house. Okay.
Yeah.
This was a critical moment, and I wanted to put some attention to it, concentrate to it. And this needs also how to say it, energy. And I wanted to dedicate my energy to that.
Did you speak that to your husband?
Because everything, no, I didn't tell him anything, because
So
everything happened very quickly, and we had decided to do that before we put order in our bedroom. So everything went in this way.
okay, your husband doesn't have a crystal ball.
Yes, I know.
He doesn't know what you have in your mind. So what you need to improve: emotional intelligence, communication. These are soft skills. If you don't start working on yourself with communication, your son will just copy what you are doing. So his communication with you and with the world will be bad. With you, when I mean you, is you and your husband. Communication to the family will not be good. And not with the world, not with his friends, not in his school, not with teacher. Now, what you have to do. Okay, now the question is, so what do you have to do to start communicating with your son? Sit down with him on his bed, okay, and say, look, do you know the situation that happened this weekend, that we went to a house? This first, you needed to apologize to your son. You have to say sorry.
You're right.
Because he was not responsible for that, and he watched everything that happened.
Yes, you're right.
So you needed to apologize. You need to ask sorry for your son. And then you need to say that it was your fault. When you admit that was your fault because you didn't check the place.
Yes.
You didn't give him time to
get used to that, to
get used to the new routine. Yes, and you did not communicate with your husband that you didn't really want to go. Yes. So you have to ask sorry to your son, because this way you're showing your son that you have communication. And you're going to show that it's okay to say sorry. It's okay. It's not bad. Because if not, he's going to grow thinking like, I'm now never going to say sorry because
yes. I know that. I am going to do that. You are very right.
Now, the second thing is, when you return to your house, you're very happy, feeling very grateful, very, wow, I love my life. Now, my question is, why did you start the mentoring today? It's all right.
Okay. Why I returned to do the same thing that...
Why you're... At one point, wow, I love my life, I love my house, I love my routine, I love everything. And then you open the session. You open the session feeling the most victimist person of the world.
Yes, you are right. Because
it's not right or wrong. It's not a point of being right or being wrong. I want to understand why. What did you want to show me? What did you want to show me?
I don't know that. I didn't talk to him about my delusion.
Mm-hmm. To him, who? To your husband or to your son?
My husband.
Okay.
So only I was claiming about about that house.
Complaining.
Complaining, yes, complaining about that house. Then I started to put a distance between me and him. I saw him very, very weak. There are moments that I don't support him. His way of doing. Because there is a little detail that I didn't told you. I didn't tell you, and I think is very, very important. I live with his ex. His ex-woman. How to tell it?
Ex-woman.
His previous story.
Okay.
In the same house. She's upstairs and we are downstairs in 2 apartments. The house is in the countryside. And he is also he works also with her in the work. They are partners. They built this company together.
Okay.
They had a story for 70 years. 17 years. And when I met him, I at the beginning I didn't want to go to stay with him because I saw the situation. But I insisted to go to another house, to another apartment by ourselves. But he didn't want that, and I didn't continue to insisting. I felt that he was going to tell me I choose to live as I am now, and I left you, and in that period I was very dependent on him economically because I had finished university and I had found a work. I had found a work in that agency of translating. For 1 year, I had a full-time job. Then it was there happened something, a crisis in Greece, and the translations fell down. And they proposed me for the agency to work part-time as a translator and part-time as a project manager. But I didn't accept. I took the part-time and I accept his support. So I firmed my condemn, how to say it?
Yeah.
So after 5 years that we were together, he insisted to go to go to live with him. Because the money for the apartment. He paid the money for the apartment. Okay. So he insisted, and I went to stay with him. And from that moment, I started to have depression, to feel horrible. I started the medicines, the antidepressive medicines, but I couldn't feel better. And I wanted to have a child, but he didn't want that. And I was also very, very confused. And I started to gather animals as a kind of love, and to give my love to the animals. When I found a cat that was weak and needed help, I took it. And then I started the psychoanalysis. And the first year helped me to understand that all the problem was my family, and then all the things that happened after that was a consequence of my family, my problems with my family. And in that period, before I tell you the things a little confused. After some times, we were together, and we decided to get married. On 2017. In that year, before getting married, I wasn't very sure about I wanted to get married with him. I had 2 relationships with 2 persons, and I tried to escape, but I didn't find any way for going out. And I started this course therapy. He convinced me. My therapist convinced me to tell everything to him if I want to continue with him. To tell him that I had 2 stories, because he wanted to meet him, and he told me that I can't meet him knowing that you are lying to him, and I have to lie to him.
Okay, so in the moment that you are having, it's funny. I love the fact that you started with the story, I want to be more productive. That was your problem.
Yes.
And I said, the problem is never the real problem. And every time I meet you, there is like a whole new world.
I know.
And I go, oh my God, this is amazing. This is beautiful. Because people have their stories.
Yes.
And why I'm telling you this? Because when you are in the future prepared to help other people, you have a crazy story.
I know.
And everything that I am doing with you, you are going to do with other people. So you have to start preparing yourself. And this is, if you want to be financially independent, the faster you understand all the situations that happen to you and take this as a learning experience, the faster you're going to get ready to do this for other people. If you want to do that. Okay. But with everything that is happening in the world, I believe that the majority of people will need some type of therapy or somebody to listen to their problems,
yes,
their
yes,
stories.
exactly.
Because it's not about the title with the number. I am a psychotherapist. I am a therapist. I am
no.
Because to be a therapist, it's free. Doesn't have any number, any recognition. Okay, a lot of people consider themselves therapists, and then some are horrible and some are good. But this happens in all the professions. Now, the point that you can listen to people and these people give you money in return because you help them understand the situation. Okay. But you need to heal yourself first.
With my, exactly.
And you ask God, your God, say, I wanted to have a freedom in my life.
Yes.
Now, when you say, God, I want more patience, God will give you God will give you the opportunities for you to learn how to be patient. Now, if you are saying that, oh, I want to heal myself, I want to be a better person, now you have many opportunities to learn how to be a better and how to be more conscious about the things you're doing. When you say to me, oh, I'm going to say something very, very strong now. Oh God, this is always a terrible moment for me. When you talk about other people, you're not talking about other people. You're talking about yourself. Now, when you say, I am taking some distance from my husband because I see him very weak.
Because I am weak. Very weak. I know that.
So the problem is not your husband. No. Your husband took the responsibility to say, yes, I'll find a house. I booked the house. Yes, he works. He brings money home. He took the house. He's doing this. He is a businessman.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but this is not being weak, because he has a lot of responsibility and things to do during the day.
Yes, you're right.
So you're talking about yourself, because this is your feeling, not with him, but with yourself. But then there is a mirror and you make this a reflection.
Because there are times that I see all this picture very ridiculous. With her, with because
okay, what is your okay, let's work on this now. What is your relationship with her?
It's very, very civilized.
Okay. Do you accept the fact that they had a story together and that everything is over?
Yes, in a way, but I haven't accepted really the fact that they share so many things.
And you're jealous about that?
Yes.
Because you're afraid of?
I feel that he doesn't consider me as he considered her.
And why are you comparing yourself to her?
To her. Because she's independent.
So you are not jealous because they share a lot of things. You are jealous because she is independent and you are not.
Yes. She's independent. She can decide about herself and her life without telling anything to anybody. Yes, at work, yes.
Yes.
But she's really independent.
So the problem is not with your husband, and not because they share things together. Your problem is because you are comparing to yourself.
Yes.
And she is independent, and you cannot admit that she is independent and you are not.
Or not, and I am not. Yes.
So the problem is not with him, and the problem is not with her. The problem is that she has control of her life.
Yes. Yes.
And you don't.
And I detest myself. As I detest him, I detest myself about this.
Okay.
About this weakness.
Okay.
But at the same time, I don't know what to do. I am doing things, but I see that nothing takes me where I want to be.
Okay. Now, that is everything related to your story and your past. Now, remember that your story and your past is totally different than her story and her past.
Yes, yes.
All my life, I heard that I was not good, I was not enough, I was stupid, I was not intelligent, I was this. I was a very, very weak woman until the day that I cried for weeks, months, so much. And I looked myself in the mirror and I had a serious conversation with myself that I had to accept my self-love. And I understood that this was not coming to save me, that I was my savior. I was waiting for Superman to come. He never came. Yes. And when I had to, this exercise is so powerful. Go in the mirror. If you want, take 1 or 2 days off. Go back to that house alone, and say, look, I needed to have a moment with my monsters. And you're going to cry until the end of the world. You're going to cry. Because this is what you're doing is like a brainwash. Is a face-to-face with your monsters and the mirror to say, this needs to hurt me so much. And after hurting me so much today, I'm not going to accept this anymore. And then this is the day that starts your transformation. I'm telling this for my experience.
Yes, yes.
When that hurt me so much that I couldn't stand anymore. And then I said, now stop. This happens with people that need to lose weight. That you say, wow, oh my God, you lost so much weight. What happened? I took a decision.
Yes, yes.
So basically, this is called the decision day.
Decisions day.
Now, that everything is going to be beautiful from one day to another. No, it's not.
No.
But it's where it starts the transformation of your life.
So I should take 1 day.
First, in my opinion, first you should have a conversation with your husband, starting with, if you want to take notes. First, you need to have a conversation with him and excuse yourself for the attitude that you had towards him. Yes. Not with an accusation, pointing the finger, but saying, look, I am passing through some moments because my therapy status changed from a stupid group to something very serious. And I am having some new insights. I'm learning new things. And so now this is the moment that I started my real transformation. Because before it was just like a playground.
Yes.
It was similar to a playground. Now it's serious. So first you need to communicate with him. And you have to say that in this moment, and you have to open your heart. Because if you don't have communication in your marriage, then what? And you have to say, look, I have been feeling very weak, and this is affecting me in other sides because first my son sleep together, and then now there is a huge bridge, a huge valley in between. I am the mother to protect the animals and to protect my son and to protect everybody. And then now, oh my God, who am I? Because I am not the super protector anymore. My son is not sleeping with me. And this is affecting you.
Yes,
because for you is a big transformation. So the first thing, you have to communicate with your husband and explain what is happening with you. If you want to continue the situation, your relationship, your marriage, if you love your family, you have to start changing your attitude towards your family. To show weakness, people that show weakness, actually, they are showing that you're very strong. Because only strong people are vulnerable and show vulnerability.
I know that. You're right.
And when you do that, do you know how many people will come after you? Because this reflects in your job, reflects on your fear of, oh my God, what's going to happen next? But people will need you. Because the world, technological world, is developing very, very fast. Very fast. And you need to adapt very fast. And the fact that you go crazy, because look at the consequence. The more crazy you are at home, the more time your husband stays at work.
Yes. He creates a distance also.
And the more time he stays at work, the more he will be together with the strong woman.
Yes.
Your house and your life needs to be at the center of love.
Of love, yes. Because I accuse him that he's very superficial. But but this is not the real problem. Because he can be what he wants. The real problem is me. And there are moments that I feel that I am getting better, but he stays firm.
This is going to happen, okay? Because when you enter in the process of a real personal development, you think that you are evolving, and the people around you are like,
yes,
this is normal, okay? This is normal. It happened to me, and sometimes it still happens to me. Every time I have my period, my cycle period, menstruation, I go crazy with Francesco. But because you don't study, because you don't one time a month. And then he just laughs at me and say, okay, so you are in your period, right? It's like 2 days. 2 days before my period, 2 days, always, exactly 2 days before start, I go crazy. And then he starts laughing at me and he goes like, Satan, get out of this body. And then I understand that, oops, I am not in control. Who is in control? My hormones, my whatever. Yes, because this also works. Hormones and things that we don't have control. But the fact is, I don't know if I gave to you the elastic.
The elastic, yes. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
When it happens, it's like, ooh, wake up call. Okay. So I go like, okay, who is the demon is speaking in my mind right now? Because in fact, yeah, this is the truth. Now, it's going to happen that, because you never study, you're not evoluting.
Yes.
But maybe he, either your husband or my husband, they are more evoluted than us because they don't need that. And we do.
Yes, yes, you're right. They don't need.
One thing is because maybe they don't know anything about
Yes,
one
yes,
possibility.
yes.
They
are
really don't know.
okay.
Or because they are good with that. For
Yeah.
example, your husband was good with the house.
Yeah.
Where is the problem? You're the
Yeah.
problem.
Yes. I am the problem.
And then you say that he's not evoluted?
Yes, yes. You're right. He accepted that.
He's good.
He's good, yes. I was the problem. You're right. I like that you make me think that under another aspect. I love it with you.
And then people call me for English classes. Ugh, look,
No.
look. What kind of perception do you have of life? Creative, crazy,
Yes, yes,
or romantic? Like, oh yes.
yes, 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 yes. Yes, you're right. I have to talk with him to.
It's just because everything is a consequence. The more crazy you are, and that you don't show your vulnerability because you think, oh, I am strong. No, that's the opposite. The more communication you have with him, the more love he will feel because you are showing. But you have to go and have this conversation with a loving moment that you say, look, I love you so much. And because I love you, I also love myself. When you show love and your respect for yourself, it's noticeable that people see that and say like, wow, what a woman.
Yes, yes.
And in some moment, if you wanted to share, maybe not the first moment because it's too much information, but in a second, third, fourth moment that you want to say, look, this new process of therapy is helping me to open my eyes for other things. I understand that my problem is not with you and is not with the lady, but because she is independent and I am not. So I am treating myself. I have been thinking about that. I needed to evolve. I want to be stronger. Because he needs to understand that what's inside your head. He doesn't know because he doesn't have a crystal ball.
If he takes it as if I became independent, as an abandonment
Of what?
that I'm going to leave him.
Okay, in this moment, you're projecting yourself to 5-10 years in the future.
Right.
And this is just a fantasy from your mind.
Yes.
Everything happens step by step. You're not going to communicate. Now I am a superwoman and now I don't need you anymore.
Yes, no.
You're not going to communicate this.
No.
Because transformation is step by step.
Yes, you're right.
To become a popcorn, you need a long time to be a long time in the fire.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
And the fire, if you just turn on the fire and the maximum, the popcorn will burn.
Yes, yes. It needs the right fire. You know, I wished him to be dead. I arrived at that point.
When was that?
2 days ago.
2 days ago?
Yes. Or him or I. One of two one of us to be dead, because I didn't I couldn't
Take.
support the situation, and also because I say that a friend of ours, not a really friend, but a person that we knew, he suicided. He was hung himself. And everyone was surprised why, and he did that. And I thought that it was a very, very hypocrite.
Why?
Because even his closest friends didn't know why he did that. And I say, if the people that are really near him didn't understand anything, how can people be so blind? I didn't expect that from him, but he was homosexual. He had problems with his family. One time that I saw him in the gym, he told me that, because he told me that he was he put a distance between him and his parents. And because before he worked in the job, in the family job, and then he went off. And he was really happy about that. And now I hear that he committed suicide. But I was not very surprised, because I felt that he was very depressed. He had
now see that you are having an empathy with him, because maybe you are going through a similar problem, up and down. First, you told me, I returned home and I was so happy. I'm so happy that I have my house, I have my family, I have wow, I am so happy with my life.
Apparently.
And then you go down.
Yes.
Are you taking medication?
No.
Okay. Go to your doctor. I take one. It's called escitalopram.
Okay.
1 second. Let me take wait.
Yes.
This. Wait. Yeah, it's because the focus of the camera is
talopram. Okay.
I'm not taking. I have here half bottle and almost full. I don't use it anymore. I stopped a long time ago, about more than 1 year. But in moments, exist chemicals in our body I never accepted to take antidepressants. Never accepted, because for me, this was a sign of weakness, very strong weakness.
Yes.
Okay. So I never accepted. So for me, it was a very, very terrible moment to admit that I needed help of chemicals. Okay. I was taking 10 drops per day.
Okay.
From 7 to 10.
Yes.
Okay. Maximum is 20. And I say, I'm not going to take all. So I take only 10, because it helps you just regulate your inside you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because in this moment, you're very, very happy.
Yes,
Oh, my
and
life, oh, my husband.
Yes,
and then
yes,
you go
yes,
down. So
yes.
it's just to establish a balance on that. Now, the points that you are going up and down, medicine is good, because it's going to establish your, until you understand, because you are having, you are popping in this moment. From going out of a group that for 8 years didn't resolve anything, to 2 months that everything is changing in your life.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Everything is changing in your life. Everything. Now, even that you wish, or me or my husband, I wish we were dead, one of us. I understand this. Why? Because I passed through this situation. So I understand you. And I'm not surprised. But even if that happens to you, if it happens to you, we don't know what's next in the next after death. We don't know. Maybe your sufferance will continue. Now, if that happens with your husband, your sufferance of not being dependent is not that it's going to double, it's going to triple.
I know.
If you had that thought, have a moment, a serious moment with yourself. If you spoke, if you open your mouth to speak about that, you have to speak again and cancel the words. If was only in thoughts, because the Bible, where is my Bible? In the room here. In the Bible, it says that the words have power.
Yes, I know.
If you spoke that with your mouth, you have to get the words back and cancel the words spiritually. If you only did that with your thoughts, you have to ask, you have to speak that still your thoughts are canceled. Because if you give space to your thoughts,
they grow up.
They grow because of the repetition of what you always had in your life. It's just a continuation of the loop.
Yes.
The more you focus on something, that something grows.
You're right.
For everything, for the good, for the bad.
For the bad.
Now, your focus now needs to be asking questions. How and what can I do to start becoming financially independent? Because this is the real reason.
Yes. This is the real reason, really the real reason.
So what you focus on, you grow. If you focus on a business, the business grow. If you focus on problems grow. If you focus on being jealous of the woman because she's independent, your jealous grows, and then you go crazy with your husband. And at the end, your husband has nothing to do with that, because he prefers you rather than the other one.
I did a step for. I create an Excel where I write the what I consume. Consume, and I don't spend so much on products as I did before.
Oh, yes. Good.
Remember that?
Yes.
So, but 2 days ago, I went out and I buy three pairs of jeans.
Oh,
So you see, I got better in that, but I
you
felt in
transformed.
another. Yes,
Okay.
I transformed my dependence in something else.
Yeah, you just changed the product.
Change the products. Then after that, I realized that I did that.
Good, because you realize
I
this is
realized.
good.
Yes.
Now, can you go back and return the pants, 2 pants, and
No,
stay on with
because
only one?
I wash them. I was.
If it's within 7 days, even if you wash, you can return. Because you say you can invent any excuse, for example.
I also threw out the receipt. I don't have anymore the receipt of.
Okay.
I canceled everything that I could return.
Because you're canceling what? The receipts? No, you're canceling. It's similar. Oh my God. Do you know? Do you know when people
To repair? I can't repair anymore. The situation.
you're canceling all the evidences
Evidences that I bought that.
similar to a criminal.
Yes. Criminal mind, but in
This
their
is
own
crazy.
way.
Okay. Now what you're going to do? You have 3 new pens, correct?
Yes.
Conscientiously now, you're going tonight or this weekend to your closet and you are going to remove 2 pens.
2 pairs. Yes.
And you're going to put on Vinted to sell.
Okay.
Everything you buy one, you get rid of one.
Okay.
Because you need to teach your brain as a punishment because he didn't know how to behave.
Okay. Exactly.
Now your husband is going to kill you. Because it's not products for the house. It's not for the house. You bought 3 things that you don't need.
I told him that I bought 2, not 3. 2.
And then you lie. And then he is weak.
Yes, I know.
He is weak.
I am weak. I know. I am the problem.
Now, look, what you have to do, okay? Don't punish yourself too much. No. I am the problem. I am the problem. Oh my God, I am the problem. And then the problem, you focus on the problem. I am the problem. The problem will be very, very big. Okay?
Okay.
Now, what you have to do to trick your brain is, I am the problem. Look at this. Oh my God. Now, look what you are doing with me. Look. And then now you start laughing from your brain. Okay. And say, if you think that you are going to do this with me again, you are not.
Not. Okay.
So now you have to reverse the situation because if you punish yourself,
oh
my God, I am the problem. I am lying. I am weak. I am this. This is going to be a not good loop.
Yes.
Okay. So transform that into
something.
Okay, now I made these 2 stupid things because you are stupid and you trick me. Who do you think you are to make me buy 3 pants?
Yes.
And lie to my husband. Stop.
Yes.
Now, because you did that to me, I'm going to sell 2 pants.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so not with punishment. With love.
With love, okay.
To teach your brain about new things that are
new ways.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Not to punish myself, but to
to teach, because this is a brainwash.
Yes.
This is a brainwash.
Yes, to teach me how to do better for myself and my family.
Because then you start getting control. Buy 2 pants, buy 3 pants, stop
Yes.
lying, and then you take the control. And then when you start taking the control, you are more independent because you feel more in power. You have more control of yourself. And then your self-esteem.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
I'm very happy with your results. I love when you pop and you go like, wow, now I see in other perspectives. I'm very happy with your development. Very happy.
Happy to talk with you. I'm very, it makes me feel very good talking with you. And you missed me last week. You missed me. We didn't talk, and I need a person so that looks very long, that have the
vision.
Yes, another vision. And I love it to you.
Good. So let's start having.
Okay.
I want you to start having this long-term vision.
Okay.
Fantastic. I'm going to download the class. I have to go.
Okay.
Because I have to go.
Yes.
And you have a lot of exercises. Talk to your son. Talk to your husband. Put the pants to sell.
Okay. Or to give them to the Caritas.
Yes, why not? But you needed to make it similar to
a process of buying.
No, you needed to take this as a ritual.
Okay.
Making in sense that I'm giving these 2 pants to Caritas because I bought 2 pants that I didn't need, and to show my brain that I am in control.
In control, yes.
So you needed to make like a ritual of
yes.
Very fast, just to conclude. When I had a lot of problems in Barcelona, okay?
Yeah.
The day that I put all my bags in my motorcycle to come to Italy, I stopped the motorcycle. Woo! I stopped the motorcycle on the highway, and I said with loud voice, I didn't want to do that because I was so hurt with the city that put me down. I slept on the street. You know the story.
Yeah, yes.
I stopped, and I said to my mouth, with my mouth, I said, Barcelona, thank you for everything that you taught me. I make peace with you, and I'm going out of.
Yes,
I'm going out.
I am feeling the same thing.
I'm going out of this city, but I am telling you that I love you. Thank you for all the lessons. Oh my God. Thank you for all the lessons that you taught me. That was very hard, but made me a better person. That was difficult to do, and I was crying.
Yes.
But this is the process when you grow. It's not beautiful.
You're right.
But it's not beautiful.
It's not beautiful.
It's better to be superficial.
You are right. It's more convenience. Okay, Mickey.
Your son, your husband, the doctor, the pants.
Okay.
And go back to the house.
My husband is going to think that I am crazy.
But you needed to find somehow to, I don't know, to go alone or to go in one moment.
I thought of that, yes.
Okay, so think about that. And remember, take a book and register everything on the book.
Okay.
Okay? Remember, love.
Love.
And not, oh, I am. No,
Okay.
no. Love.
Love.
I'm
Okay.
doing all this. I'm doing all this because I need to teach my brain new patterns.
Yes. New ways.
New
Okay.
ways. Yeah. Okay?
Okay.
Mwah. I'm always here for you.
Okay. I know.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.